Welcome back to the Colorado Lounge. And now, episode 2. Episode 2, guys. Woo! And, okay, just so you know, for probability for the rest of the Scream series, I'm going to be wearing this shirt. And the setup is going to be basically the same, because I'm getting hit with a snowstorm. Brr. And so I'm just going to be, like, coming out with episodes. Well, I'm not going to post them. I'm just going to be filming them. And maybe a couple might be a couple other ones. But I don't know what I'm going to do yet. So please comment on this video what either series or specific movie do you want me to look at next. I won't do the Halloween series just yet. I'm going to wait till October to do those. Or like before October. And we'll do something special for those. Don't you worry. Anyway, Scream 7, sequels, Stab, The Cafeteria from Hell. So welcome back, horror fans, cinephiles, and people who accidentally clicked on this video while searching for Scream 2. It's not on YouTube. Just buy the DVD. You can get it for $5 at Walmart. This is the Colorado Lounge, the podcast where we lovingly dissect horror movies like Ghostface dissects college students. Those two students. These kids just paid tuition. The semester just started. No, actually, the semester did just start at my school. It was like, Thursdays. No, wait, yeah, Thursday it started. Yeah, because it's Friday when I'm filming this. Alright, today we're continuing our Scream journey with Scream 2, the movie that asked the bold question, what if the first one, but louder? Spoiler warning up front, this episode will spoil Scream 2, Scream, and possibly your ability to trust movie theaters ever again. Let me just enhance this so I can read this while actually looking at you. Alright. If you ever texted during a movie, this film is about you, and it frickin' hates you. Scream 2 came out in 1997, just 1 year after Scream, which is insane considering that Kevin Williamson was basically writing this movie while Hollywood executives were breathing down his neck like, hey, so you got another one of those meta slasher things? Can the killer talk about sequels? You're greenlit. Wes Craven returns. Most of the cast returns. I think all of them that don't die. Yeah, I mean, there's obviously some minor characters that don't pop up in this movie. But, yeah. And it's one of the rare horror sequels that people don't immediately apologize for liking it. Yeah, horror sequels usually go, classic, surprisingly good, meh. Which is the Scream series, and you'll see most of that in my next couple episodes. Let's talk about this opening. Because Scream 2 said, I think Drew Barrymore in the first one was cool. Yeah, we're doing that again, but louder with Jada Pinkett Smith. A Stab premiere. A movie within a movie. Within a movie. Wait, I got that order right, because it's the movie. That's a movie. And that's meta. Oh my, okay. Fair warning for the rest of the series. Stab hurts my brain. Well, obviously, but like the movie series inside of Scream, it hurts my brain to think about it. It's already confusing because they hand out Ghostface masks to the audience, which is so like Rocky Horror level. And it's a lawsuit waiting to happen. This movie is the most 1997 thing imaginable. Studios were like, audience participation is fun. And at the Rocky Horror Picture Show, yes, it is. At a Scream movie? No, it's not. People are screaming, throwing popcorn, stabbing. Yeah, they're stabbing. And Jade's character is like, I hate scary movies. Which is the horror equivalent to saying, I'll be right back. Which is the horror equivalent of saying, hey, I'm going to go out to the garage and die. And, yeah, she gets stabbed, and everyone thinks it's a bit, which they parody in Scary Movie. And maybe someday I'll cover Scary Movie. I love it so much. But the audience is like, ooh, realism. How classy. And we get to Sidney Prescott, where she's now in college, and she's trying to live her life. Like, thank you? Which horror movies are famously, they allow women to do peacefully. But she's changed her name, she's in therapy, and trauma is treated surprisingly seriously. Yeah, Scream 2 is like, you can joke, but also PTSD is very real, which the first one dealt with too, and that's another reason why I love Scream so much. And Neve Campbell, like every movie, she carries it. She carries the movie. Sidney is smarter, more guarded, and absolutely done with this nonsense. Just wait till 3 and 4 and 5. But every time somebody says, it's probably over now, Sidney mentally loads a gun. Now, we have to talk about Randy. The king, the prophet, the man who explains sequel rules and then immediately violates the most important one. So, you're wondering, what are Randy's rules for sequels? There are certain rules. Oh wait, no, that was the first one. Sorry. It's always a bigger body count, more elaborate kills. The original character survives, or not. And the movie goes on, goes, cool speech. Get in the van. His death scene is genuinely shocking. And brutal. And also, you're yelling at the screen like, why are you standing by the van, Randy? And yeah, this, yeah. I mean, obviously some of the, I'm not going to spoil it, because in case you haven't watched this, some of the later Ghostface reveals, even this one, it was so underwhelming that you're shocked, and you're like, wait, who is this character again? So, it has that element, it doesn't have that element to it, but it's probably the most surprising thing in Scream. It's like, wait, who are the killer? Maybe 5 is the best killer reveal. I really like that one. I like 5, just so you know. Which, this movie has confidence. It has a killer dancing to the worst part of this franchise in the cafeteria, which is either brave or criminal. It's really both. It's performance arts. It's also dog poop at the same time. We also get one of the most suspenseful scenes in the franchise, the cop car chase. The killer's unconscious, the door is unlocked, and somehow it's still terrifying, because Scream understands tension about choices. Not just knives. So, let's talk about the killers here, because you got Mickey, a film student, serial killer, and the embodiment of true crime guy who missed the point. And he wants to blame the movies for his crimes, which is very on brand for Scream. And then, surprise, it's Billy's mother! Yes, I had to do that. So there's a reporter that you see throughout the movie, and you're kind of suspicious of her because she's just there and she's trying to compete with Gail. And surprise, it's Billy's mother. It's Mrs. Loomis. I'm not a huge fan of this twist. Or I like it, kind of Psycho-esque and Friday the 13th, the original-esque with Mrs. Voorhees. But I'm like, I get the motivation. I get where she's coming from. But why? Which, I get it. Because, so if you don't know the history, Scream 2, the script got leaked. Like, all of it came out online. And it was supposed to be a lot of people. The killers, like, it changed, like, 5 or 6 times because the script kept getting leaked. And I don't think we know how it did. But, yeah, so, like, even the actress who plays, Billy's mother was so confused. Like, half of her script was redacted because she needed, like, she couldn't know what really happened. Which, yeah. It's classic sequel revenge logic. The sins of the slasher father. Also, imagine being so mad you're like, I will change my face, infiltrate a college, and orchestrate multiple murders just to get to the girl who killed my son because I left him. Because my ex-husband was cheating on me with her mother. It's a huge loop. So, yeah. Is it my favorite Ghostface reveal? No, not at all. Is it entertaining? Yeah. I mean, every Scream movie has to get the classic line. Like, Scream is so many that you hit me with the phone, man. Or, yeah. I mean, all horror movies have the great lines. Like, I just rewatched Saw, and I'm Lawrence Gordon, I'm a doctor. It's so great. Love it so much. But, you know, this also has probably my least favorite part of the franchise, and that is the stupid cafeteria sing and dance scene. I hate it so much. You know, I can't even describe how much I hate it. Here you go. Here is the clip.
Penny for your thoughts?
This morning, I woke up with this feeling I didn't know how to deal with. And so I just decided to myself, I'd hide it to myself.
What is he doing?
Tom Cruise, Top Gun, 1986.
Derek, don't.
Walked into the room. I think I love you.
Don't do this.
I think I love you. Isn't that what life is made of? And though it worries me to say, I've never felt this way. Hey, I think I love you. So what am I so afraid of? I'm afraid that I'm not sure of. A love there is no cure for. I think I love you. Isn't that what life is made of? And though it worries me to say, this way, believe me, you really don't have to worry. I only want to make you happy. And if you say, hey, go away, I will. But I think better still, I better stick around and love you. Do you think I have taste? Let me ask you to your face. Do you really love me? 'Cause I think I love you.
I know, it sucks. I'm sorry you had to watch it. I hope you skipped through it. But, alright, let's look at the kills. 10 people died in Scream 2, which Randy was right. It's a bigger body count than Scream 1. Not many, but 6 were male and 4 were female. So the first one is Phil Stevens, played by Omar Epps. I didn't mention him in the beginning, didn't I? No. I'm sorry about that. Sorry, man. You're awesome. He was stabbed in the ear through a bathroom stall, which, yes, was parodied in Scary Movie. I know the scene. And Maureen Evans, played by Jada Pinkett Smith, was stabbed 4 times in the movie theater. And Cece Cooper, who is played by another Scooby-Doo cast member. When I was watching these movies, I was like crossing my fingers that like Freddie Prinze Jr. or Linda Carlisle. No, that's not her name. Oh, y'all know who I'm thinking of. She was in Freaks and Geeks. You know who I'm thinking of. Who played Velma. But Sarah Michelle Gellar is in this. And she gets stabbed 2 times in the back and thrown off a freaking balcony. And this is fairly early in the movie, too. It's not like a Drew Barrymore death or anything. But it's fairly early, which is surprising. Because this is after the first season of Buffy, which I love. And it's after I Know What You Did Last Summer, which is the first one, which I love. So it's crazy that she dies this early for me. Like, that was a bigger shock than the Ghostface reveals. And Randy's dead. No, that wasn't huge. But speaking of, as much as I don't want to say this, Randy Meeks died here. He was pulled inside Gail's news van, stabbed off screen. Which, okay, with Randy, why give him an off-screen death? I'm sorry. It would hurt to see him, but as we'll come to see in future movies, they're not afraid of killing characters on screen. And he was played by Jamie Kennedy, which had my favorite super meta moment in the first movie. We got 2 people that I'm gonna put like on a board of people that you forgot were in Scream. Officer Andrews, played by Philippe Paval. Sorry if I said that wrong. He got his throat slashed. Officer Richards, played by Christopher Doyle, who is impaled through the head with pipes, which is a really cool kill. And fun fact about Andrews and Richards is this? I'm pretty sure they were named after the kid actors from the first Halloween, who played Tommy and Lindsay. Halloween 1978 cast. I'm pretty sure it's him. Yeah, Brian Andrews. I don't think no relation to the other Brian Andrews. And yeah, Kyle Richards. Yeah, they're named after Lindsay and Tommy from Halloween, which is cool. There's a lot of influence on Halloween from Halloween for all of these movies. Haley, who is like Sydney's best friend, who was supposed to be Ghostface, but then the script got leaked and they had to change it. It was played by Elise Neal, and she was stabbed 4 times. Now, and you got Derek Feldman, who is responsible for my least favorite scene in the movie. Sincerely is played by Jerry O'Connell. He's shot through the heart by Mickey, which is just such a cold-blooded scene for Scream. Now, like, he's like suspended on the thing because he gave his fraternity letters or whatever to Sydney, and they broke up. I wrote the script. I watched all the Scream movies like in a row, and I wrote these. So, it's a blur. It's been about 3 weeks since I've seen Scream 2. So it's a bit of a blur of what specifically happens. But yeah, and like, he's meant to be like, oh, he's the killer. And then Mickey just shoots him through the heart. He gets shot through the heart, and you're too late, darling. You give love a bad name. I'll stop now. And Mrs. Loomis, aka Billy's mother. Sorry, played by Laurie Metcalf, who was shot by Cotton Weary, the goat. So, Cotton Weary's in this movie for a little bit, which I love him. But he is so creepy in this movie. I think he was supposed to be one of the ghost faces originally, and then it got changed. I believe so. But then, like, he was just like, he like confronts Sid a couple times, and it's just like, and he wants to get his name cleared, which, yeah, I mean, I get, you got accused of murdering someone, of course you want your name to be cleared. He does it in the exact wrong way you should, where he confronts the victim's daughter when she's at college, my add, and he's like 40, like staring her down, It's weird. But, you know, then Count Weir, he comes out in the end, and he turns out to be a good dude, and he shoots Mrs. Loomis, which is great. And Mickey Altry, is that how you say his last name? Played by Timothy Olyphant? I don't know how to say names. I'm bad at speaking, guys. I'm sorry. Who was shot by Sidney Engale. Yay! Best friends! And Dewey gets stabbed again. He has another fake out death. And yeah. Yeah, so Gail gets shot by Mickey, I'm pretty sure, in the gut, and she falls into the orchestra pit, and she's gone until then she gets up and she shoots him. And yay! I also want to shout out, I'm going to pronounce your name wrong, I'm so sorry. Portia de Rossi is in this, and she's in one of my favorite shows ever, Arrested Development, and she plays Lindsay in that show. Freaking great show. If you haven't seen it, go watch Arrested Development. Seasons 1 through 3, so funny, so great. As a young Michael Cera in it, I love it so much. But Scream 2, that was it. And I'd say that Scream 2 is definitely one of the stronger slasher sequels ever. Except for this stupid cafeteria song and dance scene. I hate that so much. It's funny, except for the cafeteria scene. It's self-aware. It's mean, especially because of that cafeteria scene. And it's actually scary. It expands the themes from the first movie without losing the fun. It expands the PTSD and everything about that. And it teaches us the most important thing of all. Don't answer the phone! And next week we will continue with Scream 3, aka Hollywood Did This. Look how happy I am. Covered Scream 3. Yay! And remember, movies don't create psychos. Podcasts do. Alright, see you next week. Bye-bye. I'm gonna do the Pearl thing. Yeah. How's this? You guys seen Pearl? It's really good. Has Superman in it. It's from Philly. It's from near here. Near where I live. It's awesome. Alright, I'm gonna stop now. It's starting to get creepy. Alright. You're still here? The episode's over. Go home. Oh, you're expecting a little teaser for Scream 3. Well, no. Bye.